It's another exciting Wednesday here on your favorite local program, and we're so happy you could join us for yet another insightful edition. As always, we have a lot planned for you, so join us as we bring you word from our farmers and share developments taking place in the tourism sector. Hi, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is Jamaica Magazine. Do stay with us.
Nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica. Original.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, November 7. Jamaica will repay 90% of its debt to the Export-Import Exim Bank of China within 10 years' time. That's the assurance coming from Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clarke. He asserts that 99% of the loans secured from China up to September 2018 are at fixed interest rates of between 2 and 3%. These, he says, are among the lowest interest rates in the country's loan portfolio.
The national debt of Jamaica is 2 trillion Jamaican dollars as at September 2018. And loans from China represent a mere 3.9% of that total, a very small share.
Dr. Clarke has also committed the government to reducing the country's debt by introducing rules that enhance the island's fiscal responsibility framework.
Our debt reduction strategy has been anchored around a primary surplus target of 60% debt to GDP by the financial year 2025-26. And we are on track to meet that target. In fact, we are slightly ahead.
The finance minister was speaking recently at the Latin Finance Third Caribbean Finance and Investment Forum in Kingston. In other news, Prime Minister Andrew Holness is appealing to our nation's youth to reject violence and the Don culture that has taken root in communities across the island. According to Mr. Holness, the youth need to be empowered to help Jamaica shed its place from the list of most murderous countries in the world. This, he says, can be done by increasing cooperation between citizens and the police.
It has to start with this generation, with you saying no more of that. The Dons are illegitimate, they are evil, corrupt, and we must get them out of our society. The gang members, we must get them out of our society. They must have no protection in their community. They are not Robin Hoods. They have not served us. They are criminals. That's what they are, and that's what we must call them.
The Prime Minister was at a rap session with students of Caenwood High School in St. Andrew on Tuesday. He gave a commitment to stamp out corruption in the police force by finding and removing officers who associate with Dons. Still on youth issues, the local government ministry will be constructing a 2-bedroom house for the family of the teen boy who garnered public attention last week due to his lack of a birth certificate. Raheem Powell has not attended school for over 4 years due to lack of finances and being without the certificate. His family was visited by a team from the Poor Relief Department and the Social Development Commission, which found that their living condition was below standard. In addition, his younger brother is seldom at school.
We will undertake all the expenses that will be associated for his education, along with his brother. We are making all the arrangements. I've been in touch with Minister Floyd Green to ensure that we get Raheem registered in the program to assist him in upgrading his education.
Raheem participated in the recent Local Government and Community Development Month's National Road Race.
For a young man to come forward, knowing his shortcomings, and to participate in a national event And even as I speak, he's wearing the medal that he received when he participated in the race. This is what patriotism is all about. This is what depicts a true Jamaican. And it is the least that the government can do.
Minister Mackenzie says the aim is to get the families home ready by the new year. Jamaican decorative paints have been found to be virtually lead-free. This was one of the findings from a recent study conducted between July and September, which analyzed lead in solvent-based paints in Jamaica. It was conducted by the Caribbean Poison Information Network, CARPIN, in collaboration with a number of international partners. Poison Information Coordinator at CARPIN, Sherika Whitelock Balin Singh, says the study showed lead content below 90 parts per million, the maximum allowable limit on lead in paint in the United States of America and Canada. 36 paint brands were analyzed, and only one brand of yellow automotive industrial paint imported into the island from the United States was found to contain 1,500 times the maximum allowable limit. While the results are overall encouraging, Mrs. Whitelock Balin Singh is warning that paint is a major source of childhood lead poisoning.
When we use paint, children are at risk, and the workers who use the paints are at risk. Ingesting paint chips can be especially harmful, since the lead content can be higher than what is typically found in our ordinary dust and in our soil.
The Poison Information Coordinator was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. And finally, the Tax Administration Jamaica TAJ's Falmouth office is now open to the public at its new location at Lot 5 Cornwall Street. Work on the facility started in January 2017 and it was officially opened on Tuesday. All services previously offered at Falmouth's old home continue to be available at the new location. The 4,000 square feet, $157 million property features several amenities designed for greater comfort and efficiency. TAJ will also be piloting its new automated queue management system at the Falmouth office. The system is designed to significantly improve customer traffic management and is expected to become a recurrent feature of tax offices across the island in the long term. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
Hear this. Youth, older people, mature people, anyone who is listening right now, don't wait for extraordinary moments. Seize small opportunities and make them great. I've learned that through this experience. So if you have an idea, there's something that you want to do and you have not sought out an avenue, trust me, the time is now. Get it done.
So how much do you know about the Irish potato planting program? Here's a look at the work being done to grow the agricultural sector.
We have the temperature, we have the good soil, we have experienced farmers, we have the technical staff from RADA. So we decided to, instead of we import table potato, we decided to import the seed. And that's where the program started. We go across the island in the Irish potato growing area and we conduct what is known as potato sensitization meeting, where we give the farmers a theoretical experience of what is expected of them, how to grow, how to take care of your Irish, and the ultimate return. For this season, we have conducted 18 sensitization meetings and over 4,000 farmers have attended these meetings.
The National Potato Program is good for the country, it's good for us. And I believe the government should continue. At the sensitization thing that I went at Christian, it was good to know that the government was in the act of actually assisting farmers and providing a way where farmers can get loan or same way they can get potato assistance. What I get there was when the minister asks us, the farmers, say if you plant 1 acre last year, try and plant 2 acres this year in order to build Jamaica. So that is my goal.
Rather help us with seed and fertilizer. We plant whatever we get and try to take care of it with the chemicals they assist us with and the fertilizer, and with that going we get a good result.
The yield has been great, hence our life actually improved by the yield that we get. And from that crop, we are able now to purchase our own potato seeds for the spring crop.
The RADA officers tell us how to prepare land, when to start to prepare land, because the preparation is really key to this Irish potato thing, you know. So you start prepare from early, and by seeds come, all land supposed to finish plow by that, and just ready to maybe cut your drills and plant.
With land preparation, we encourage farmers to prepare the land ahead of time. We usually recommend 2 to 3 months, and in heavier soils like clay soil, we recommend like up to 4 months. Spray at least once weekly and spray preventatively. However, when the conditions become more moist, we encourage them to spray at least twice per week, or the spray period becomes shorter. We encourage the farmers to scout the field twice per week at least. They can do it more, and they'll pick up on the different pests and diseases. Some of the diseases that affect Irish potato would be like blight. We have early blight, that's Alternaria, and late blight, Phytophthora.
In 2008, Jamaica was producing only 30% of the Irish being consumed. Today we are producing over 90% of our national demand.
Let's get a little breeze on this land. All right. Now let's get some bounce in the rhythm. All right. Let's get some fire on our hearts. Now that is what we call all right. Run, come, get some Jamaica.
The Ministry of Tourism recently embarked on a gastronomic event. Get the highlights now.
The Ministry of Tourism hosted a gastronomic evening recently in observation of UN World Sustainable Gastronomy Day. Gathered were food professionals and a few heads of missions based in Jamaica on the east lawns of Devon House in St. Andrew.
Tourism then embraces gastronomy as a major platform for its development and growth. We have invited our diplomatic partners from all across countries that relate to us to indulge with us in an element of gastronomy diplomacy.
What you have today is an offering, it's called a beef poikikos. It's beef bones, stewing bones with some fatty pieces, so your brisket, your shin, you've got carrots, butternut, pumpkin, and you've got a dumpling submerged into the gravy itself. It's cooked over open fire.
It's just like Jamaica in so many ways. We grow the same fruits and vegetables in Jamaica that are grown in Thailand. Instead of using Scotch bonnet though, they use a hotter like chili pepper. So we have rice noodles, which are flat and have no taste. But when you put it in a dish and you put lots of different spices and chili pepper, then you taste what a dish should taste like. And it's like a one-pot meal.
Very popular. Very popular. Like here with the patties. Normally when we organize some party or reception and we serve this could disappear in less than 5 minutes. Yeah?
Present the rundown cocktail.
I enjoyed it. I was a little bit, I was going to say skeptical, but I'd say curious with the addition of the mackerel, but actually it was quite lovely.
The food lovers were also treated to a gastronomic delight as Ministers Olivia Grange and Edmund Bartlett prepared a unique meal with help from culinary experts.
So we're adding the coconut milk. Alright, so we're cooking our first batch. So we're adding in some yam. And a cheese basket. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
The Tourism Linkages Network is transforming Jamaica into a gastronomy destination with local flavor and a dash of international spice.
It's always beautiful in Jamaica. Everything usually be green and pretty. We have beautiful water. Temperature that is normal temperature. The water never cold. We've been into business for about 13 years. JUSC-COOL. Just cool. It's spelled with 3 zeros. We make 3 different types of pudding. We make potato, we make cornmeal, and we make toto. This is the cornmeal, okay? That's actually almost the last process. What he's gonna do now, he's gonna put a gel on top. Within no time, we have to take it off because the gel give it a nice taste. We have people like Shelley and Fraser came here. We have, you could name the biggest artists, Shabba Ranks, name them all. Being the Man, they all come here and buy their pudding. This is what we grew up on. Now, when the people come to Jamaica, everybody, as soon as they land off the plane, this is where they come. They want to taste this pudding because it brings them back to the old days. The long time days when they was kids growing up and they used to sit on the fire and watch their mama, their grandmother bake the pudding. We try not to change off our roots, we try to keep it that way. And not only that, we have a lot of love because we're all about love.
Watch now as the Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Floyd Green, and local chefs prepare healthy and tasty meals for children in state care.
The Child Protection and Family Services Agency recently paid a visit to the Glen Hope Nursery and Place of Safety in Kingston with one mission in mind: to treat the children to a yummy, colorful, and balanced breakfast.
What we would have done today is one, come in, participate, show how we can use still low-cost, low-budget solutions, but present it in such a way that the children are very excited about it. Then you would have seen their faces, you would have seen how they've enjoyed it. And part of what we're doing is ensuring that we infuse a healthy diet. So we have our fruits in the mix so that our children, while eating things that they like, they're also eating things that they need to eat.
But the junior minister and representatives from the Child Protection and Family Services Agency did not travel to Maxfield Avenue alone, and for good reason.
We've enlisted the support of Jackie Tyson, one of our very well-known chefs, and we are working with her throughout our child protection system to see how we can make our meals more exciting, more enticing for our children while keeping it healthy. This is part of a bigger project which we're taking right across our homes. We're having Jackie go into our kitchens, work with our chefs, help them to do the same things but in different ways. We're also looking to upgrade our kitchen facilities right across our system, and we're doing this for both public and private homes. And we would have started this mission from last year, where what we're doing, bringing in the experts to look at things like decor, color, how does it make the child feel, and definitely nutrition.
And what's the message that the ministry hopes to convey in carrying out this mission?
One of the things that is important for everybody to know, children in homes that have parents and children who have come into our care, that really there's no difference between our children. The only difference is the circumstance that they would have endured. Our children aren't different. All of them require patience, love, understanding.
I love waking up every day in this country. This is where I was born and raised. I have such a passion for my country, and for me this is home. In Jamaica, a lot of people, they look at just like beach, sea, sand, but our mountains are something to behold. It's majestic up there, and it's a different type of peace. It's a different type of lifestyle completely. I could mention many different places that are amazing, but the one thing I do love about Jamaica as well is that you can find that relaxation, you can find that chill in your backyard. Apart from it being an incredibly beautiful country, an incredibly beautiful island, we have a wonderful, wonderful culture, wonderful, vibrant, colorful people. There is definitely a realness to Jamaica. There's definitely something that, no matter what, keeps you in touch with reality here. Why come to Jamaica? It all comes back down to Jamaica as a whole. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the climate. Come out and meet us, come out and experience what Jamaica has to offer.
So in today's Here It Is, we bring you an interesting fact about this day, November 7, in the history of our country. On November 7, 1962, Carol Joan Crawford took home the Miss World title for Jamaica. Now, this was just a few months after our island gained independence, and standing 5'3" tall, the then 20-year-old became the first Jamaican to hold the title. The competition that year was held in London, and her return to Jamaica after the historic win called for celebrations right across the island. In addition to postal stamps being issued with her image on them, she was also given a key to the city of Kingston. There is so much more to these stories and our history overall, so do some research and read up on our island home. You'd be amazed at what you find. It's our historical foundation that will help to push sweet, sweet Jamaica into becoming the place of choice.
Speeding through life and the traffic lights till somebody get hurt and the tears start cry. Save a life for the kids, for you and I, save kids' lives. Make the road safe whether day or night, for pedestrians, passengers, cars and bikes. Save a life for the kids, for you and I, save kids' lives.
Hey man, it's our job to keep the road them safe. Have to take care of the youth them so we know them safe. And obey the road code, don't race. No bother with the speeding, cause make face. And check your light them on your tires and brakes. Riders on the pillions who left the helmet. Put on the cell phone, no send no text. No matter what color they on your plate.
When you're on the road, take your time. When you're on the road, better listen.
Everybody drive good and walk good. Then teach the youth them how to cross good. I beg you obey the road signs, park good. And put the young ones in a car seats, all good. And everybody drive good and walk good. And we say young and old, I beg you cross good. Remember the dark clothes at night, that is not good. From you I use up the sidewalk, it's all good.
When you're on the road, take your time. When you're on the road, bear this in mind. When you're on the road, you can save a life. When you're on the road, when you're on the road, I beg you please be safe. Wear your seatbelt to keep you safe, and make sure your helmet's in place. When you're on the road, when you're on the road, when you're on the road.
And this is where we'll have to leave you for today's show. But do join us again tomorrow for what promises to be another informative edition. If you missed anything at all from today's program, watch it all again on our website or our YouTube page. And don't forget, keep up with us via our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter pages. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.